welcome to this week's video, a full Lego room tour. So I've already done the UCS collection, the action figures, so that's going to save us a bit of time because we're not going to have to focus on any of that, but there is still stacks to look at. So we're just going to take a wander right around the outside of the room. First I'll probably have a chat about all these tables here, but let's get cracking. Now I think the last time I did an update was when I added some new cabinets into the Lego room, but things are always changing out here. There's always stuff being added, and of course the Lego City tables are now in place ready for the city. Because of the move of the city, it's caused a lot of changes out here, so all my parts drawers are now, I've got parts drawers back to back there. They're all now in the Lego room. I've got other parts containers all along here. I've got so much sorting to do, it's insane. And I've got tables. Now I had these two tables in here and I was going to get rid of this third table, but I've decided to keep it because you AFOLs know you just can't have too much table space. So I'm leaving all three tables in here, so it's taken up so much of the floor space. There's not much floor space out here anymore, but yeah, whew, table space, you gotta love it. So let's start with, where are we going to start? We might just start wandering right around the room. So let me just come back here. There's all the Transformers. On top of the Transformers, I've got some other stuff. Oh, I forgot to move that box up there. But we'll start with the Lego on top of there. We've got the Saturn V. We've got the shuttle there as well. And if we come over to here, there's a bit of Lego up the top here. I've got a little castle mock that I did, and a Monster Fighters castle. And all along here, we'll get to the ships later. That's all my action figures along this wall, but above those we have some Brickheads and some Kubros up there. And there is an action figure that I missed. I've got Wolverine up there, and I've got a Tiger Shark. And then coming down over to here, we have the Tower of Orthe. It's the only Lord of the Rings set that I've actually got built, so I've got to get cracking on all those eventually. The little mock that I did of Yoda's hut. And we have the Fishing Shack, the Ideas set, and then a couple of Star Wars sets there, which are kind of out of place, so I've got to find a home for those. On the bottom of this shelf here, we've got a few sets there I'm holding on to for some custom builds I want to do. UCS Star Destroyer, I've got to get that built, and I've got another Fishing Shack there as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. On this shelf here, so really these two shelves are all just random stuff where I've just started to put things because I really didn't know where else to put them. I've got an old Technic truck up there which I've had for donkey's years. On this shelf is really just some random crap I've just chucked up here. So I've got the old Diagon Alley set which I want to set up. I had it on those, if I can get up there, on those base plates there, so I'm going to set that back up. Some vehicles there, Hogwarts train, just some random stuff that I really just have to sort out. This shelf, I've tried to just set it up a little bit because I had no idea where I was going to put this Pirate Bay set up here that I did, this little customized leftovers from the Barracuda Bay. But yeah, I really love the look of that, so I wanted to put that somewhere. I probably need to find a more permanent home for it. A couple of planes up there, and we have this Ninjago set which I'm having a mind blank. I can't think of the name of it, but that one there. And then over here we have all the dinosaurs. So I haven't picked up any of the new dinosaurs yet. So yeah, not sure what I'm going to do there. But that's all the dinosaurs in my collection. And on this shelf, we've started with some Vikings. So I did that Viking ship on a live build just not so long ago. So if you want to check that out, then that is a Mega Constructs Viking ship, and the rest is all Lego. So yeah, I'll probably set that up permanently as my Vikings bay. But yeah, I'm not happy. I've got all this crap stacked up here. I'm not happy with this, so I've got to get this tidied up. This is all stuff that I've still got in tubs from when I moved the city out of the back room, and I've just had to chuck a lot of stuff in tubs. I have started to go through it to clean some of it. I've removed all the train track out of it, so I can probably look at maybe getting this one condensed down into these two. There's two big sets back here. I've just got to find a home for them or get them built, either one. So I've got the tree house, which the wife has to build, and I've got the T-Rex. So they're underneath there. So I've just got to get them out of there, and then I can probably push these two tubs back here. I just hate having this all blocked off. I've got all sets under there to be built, but yeah, I hate having this blocked off and having this obstructed. So this is probably the next thing I'm going to do out here is get rid of all of this. On the back of there, that box, that's all parts for the Western Town. So I haven't done much with the Western Town. I've just been playing with little bits and pieces. So let's just have a bit of a look. But I'm keen to get back onto this. I'm focusing all my time to the Lego City at the moment, as well as building sets, of course. But I will be getting, next year I do want to start working on this Western Town, and I'm very keen to put a big mountain ridge. Well, I say big, it's probably not going to be that big, but I'm going to put a mountain ridge along the back. I've got to finish this river area, extend the Indian camp, and put a little mountain ridge on here too. So yeah, but anyway, lots to come there. We have here some teepees that I've been working on, because I don't like these plastic Lego teepees. I mean, they're alright, but yeah, I just don't like the plastic look of them. So I have got one that was gifted to me, this one canvas type Lego that's actually authentic Lego. So I was going to get more of those. They're quite expensive. I started to look at what else I could do. I've made my own out of some sails. So I've got these sails here. I was going to try and make them out of 3 sails. I've actually had to use 4 sails. So now I'm starting to run out of sails. I've only got enough to probably do 1 more. But yeah, it's not great. It's not bad. Looks pretty good on most angles. It's not flush on the bottom on that back side. This side here is sort of open. You can sort of just fold that back on the inside there. Oh, it's a little bit tricky, but yeah, it's not great. And then this is my own canvas one, which I didn't have enough material, so it's a bit short on the bottom, but I've just used this one as a template to make my own canvas, and I could draw some patterns on that. So yeah, I'm unsure which way I will go. Definitely going to have that one in the setup, and I may just do my own canvas ones. Not too sure there, but let's just keep walking along and have a brief look. So like I said, everything's a mess. Things are in the wrong place. Got a bush in the river. Still haven't put all my trees around, so I've got a whole plate there with all trees on it. I did start to place some of them around. So I did work on this train track. I've done a little bit of a mountain ridge here, just trying a technique which I don't like. I'm not using that technique, but that was just something to get me started, to get me motivated. I finally swapped out all the sleepers on the rail, so I've got that finished. So I'm really happy with how that looks now, and I'm still playing around with the layout a little bit. I've been building carriages. That's the sort of stuff I've been playing around with. So I built this provisions wagon. I've got the Stagecoach. That's a Lego Stagecoach. And most recently I've been looking at doing my own canvas type covers for the wagons. I think that looks pretty cool. And that's all just stiffened fabric, so that's holding under its own weight, because that's the problem with the Lego one. After a while it just starts collapsing on itself. But there is the Western town. Can't wait to get back and start adding some more detail and some more buildings. And here we have the Marvel setup. So this hasn't changed too much. I've really slowed down on the collection of the superhero sets, especially Marvel. Some of the later stuff just doesn't particularly interest me. I think a lot of the hype has died down now. The movies are over. Well, I mean, they're not over completely, are they? But with Endgame, I think a lot of that hype has died down. Well, for me anyway. So still got plenty of room for expansion as sets do come out. I'm keen on. And just a quick gander at what's on these shelves. So not a whole lot. Haven't done much here at all. Some few sets there down on the very bottom. And this is the main shelf. I do have the Spider-Man bridge that I'm pretty keen to build, so I might just set up a whole Spider-Man shelf and maybe change this one up a little bit. But I still got plenty of Marvel sets in the collection to build, so I need to get onto that, and that will help fill this out a little bit. But yes, so much to build and so little time. And all my figures, well, not all my figures, but some of the figures up there, and Giant Man, my custom Giant Man. And now we come over to DC, so 2 cabinets for Marvel and 4 and a bit cabinets for DC. So yeah, no guessing which I prefer. So starting at the top, we have the Joker Manor here. Great looking set, love that set there. Haven't done too much here, and actually I've even stopped buying the DC set. So this year's the latest releases with the Bat truck. I haven't got that. I mean, it's $150 Australian. I've seen it for as low as like 120, but still, even 120 bucks. I just, yeah, things are tight at the moment, so I'm thinking of even just starting to cut back on the DC stuff. So this is the sets from earlier in the year. Haven't built yet. Got the Bat Cave. Got to build that, and this little set here. I'll get them done eventually. On this shelf, I have started to put some stuff on this shelf. All the Batmobiles. Well, actually, it's not all the Batmobiles. It's just some of the Batmobiles. But I wanted to get some off the vehicle shelf to make room for other sets, and I've just thought it would be cool to have a heap of Batmobiles together. So, yeah, stacks of Batmobiles. How cool is that? Okay, so nothing too much on this little shelf as yet. Just some minifigures there. And this one here is basically all Lego movie, so a lot of fun sets here. So heaps of minifigures for the Lego Batman movie here. So cool. Batmobile and the Batwing, the Bat Cave and the Batmobile there, and the shuttle. All very good. And a lot of the villain stuff here. I had to put in a little shelf there just to fit everything in. So not all villains on there, but a lot of the villain vehicles, and I love those. They were just such fun. And down the very bottom we have some of the movie sets, the Justice League movie. And then we have the last 2 cabinets, which are chock-a-block. So let's start on this side. You have the 60s Batcave. Got the little Ra's al Ghul set there as well. The Lego Movie Arkham Asylum is on this shelf. Still haven't built the 2006 Arkham Asylum, so eventually I will build it. And then we have this, I think it's 2012 Arkham Asylum. I've expanded on that a little bit. Love that set, looks so cool. And I've also got some 2006 villain vehicles here on the side. Up on the top is more of the Justice League minifigures and sets. Up there. So lots of great minifigures. Very cool. And if we jump straight over to the next shelf, there's just a ton of Batman minifigures. Holy dooly, check all them out, would ya? And a few sets in the background there. These are some of my favourite figures there. Gordon and his cop car back there, got a Batcave. If we come down, love this shelf. This is all the 2006 Batman sets. The Bat Dragster, Bat Boat, Batmobile, Batwing, Bat Ski, Batcave. So I didn't put this Batmobile over with the others because I wanted to keep all the 2006 sets together there. So love that setup. On this smaller shelf here, this is a lot of the movie sets. So they're all pretty cool. I did take the Batmobile from here and put it over with the others. And then this is the Bat vehicle shelf I wanted to make some room for. I've got a few other vehicles I've got to fit on there. Well, at least one anyway, because I've just added this Batwing to this shelf. So very cool. Bat skis, Bat wings, Bat boats, Bat tanks, Bat bikes, Bat choppers. And down the bottom here, again, it's a lot of villain stuff down here. Not all villains, but quite a few. And lots of colour on that shelf, which is very cool. Alright, over onto this rack. So this, nothing on here is really permanent. I've just sort of been playing around with little things, just chucking stuff on as I see fit. So if we start here, and this is a nice little, just gives us a nice little corner here, separates this whole part of the room from the Lego City, which will all be behind that. So let's a quick look here. They're Mini Dubs figures. I don't know why he's got them on here, but he does. Got the Mystery Machine, some random pirate stuff there. Flintstone sets. I just chucked it on the base plate. We have some World War II Mega Constructs sets. I built that tank not so long ago. That was really cool. This is stuff I still have to open. Action figures, a couple of Transformers. Got a Hulkbuster there. Little custom aliens. Just showing off these knights. I did a video on these knights. I did order some more of these guys, so I have added more there. But yeah, very cool. I'm thinking about getting all my knights out and just putting them all on these shelves. I think that'll look good just for now. This is all my Mega Constructs figures, Motu figures, so I need to open all these. Now I've got Castle Grayskull built, I can display all these with those. Random set, more Mega Construct figures, Benders there. Modern Warfare Mega Constructs, more minifigures. These guys are really cool. Some of my favourites there. Got a set I'm piecing together there. Blocks magazines. Got some pieces there for the A-Wing. I'm going to be doing some changes on. What do we got here? Got the Bandai Grievous model kit. So I got that before Scotty bought me the Black Series Grievous, so I'm not sure what I'll do with that just yet. I'm just going to hang on to it. A couple more action figures on these that I haven't got to yet. Whew. Okay, so we will get to the ships, but let's jump straight above them for now. And we've got Ninja Turtles up here. Got all my Ninja Turtle figures. And then turtle van, turtle sub. Now I've got all these gift sets that are all sealed except for that one there. I have opened that. The Vader bus, I do want to open that. I did hear with the helmets that next year we might be getting a Vader helmet, so I'm going to wait till we get that before I do open that one up. So just running along the top here, have some ideas sets, some Chinese New Year sets, the very first ones. I haven't collected the rest because I really just don't have the space to dedicate to them. Doctor Who and a lot of other gift sets and different packs and that I've put up there because I just like to have them on show. Whew, okay, so the ships. Silent Mary, my custom Silent Mary, Queen Anne's Revenge and the Black Pearl. Let's get a bit more light in here. So love the ships. So I've got those over this side of the room. I was thinking about putting the Silent Mary. Let's just slowly go across. You can have a look at the UCS stuff as we're going. I was going to put it up here with these just to help show it off, but it actually doesn't fit in between there and that shelf. It doesn't fit. So that's how big that bloody thing is. Holy dooly. So we have the Pirates of Barracuda Bay ship, which is just awesome. We have the Imperial flagship, which I still think is my best, my favourite I should say, Lego ship. We have Black Seas Barracuda, Caribbean Clipper, my own creator creation, I guess, the Red Wind. We have a couple of Destiny's Bounty and the Sea Cow. Well, that's it for this side of the room. Let's jump to the other side. And we have the Star Wars wall. So I've got to do a lot of work to this because I've talked about it before. I want to set up, I'm going to have a Tatooine bay, I'm going to have a Hoth bay, and I'm going to have an Endor bay. So I've just started to put stuff together for those, but I have to reshuffle all of these shelves. Basically, I think there's only 2 or 3 that are going to stay where they are, but all the rest have to be shuffled around. So I've got a bit of work to do with that, but because I'm focusing so much time on the city at the moment and trying to get the city going, that those jobs are just going to have to, those projects are just going to have to wait for a little bit. So we'll just do a quick overview of all the Star Wars sets. I'm not going to go into detail of them all. I'm just going to have a quick gander. So I've just started to put stuff together. Not sure. Well, this is going to be the Hoth one, so that's why the AT-ATs are there. I've got Endor sets here. I've got the plates ready to go for the Endor scene. Still really want to build this. Just time. Got all the interceptors down there. All the latest movie sets. So here's some of the Tatooine sets that I want to put into a scene, and of course having the cantina has thrown a spanner in the works, so I've got to try and fit that in with all these sets, and it's a huge set. That's a huge build. So yeah, I don't know, and I'm actually thinking of redoing the Jabba's Palace and doing a new setup there. So whew, lots to be done, lots of fun stuff, eh? I need to retire, I tell you. Just more Star Wars Lego. Some of the bigger sets there. Some of these shelves are just awesome. Love these shelves here. A lot of the prequels and Clone Wars stuff. Now these are the newest shelves that I did add onto the end, so another full bay and another half cabinet. I'm going to put, well, I can't remember in the reshuffle because I've had to map it all out. I can't remember what's going on here, but I am going to put, I've got more ATTs to build some other bigger sets, some gunships, so that's all going to go up there. Got the Mando set, which I'll probably just keep with the other gunships and that. I think that's pretty cool to do. Got the latest movie sets, so I do believe this is where they're staying, and some of these shelves are going to be where some of this other stuff's going to move from down to here. That stuff for the city I'm just starting to get together. More Star Wars sets to build. I got more Star Wars sets. I was going to show you, can't see from this angle, more over there, so I got to get in, build some of these Star Wars sets. Okay, here got some space, Benny spaceship and the old Galaxy Commander. So I want to keep this as a Star Wars wall, but I may do a little space bay. Why not? And here's some Hoth set. This is the Assault on Hoth. I'll put that together, ready to start doing some of these scene sets, but like I said, it's going to take some time. Some more sets here to add to it. I've got all the plates collected up, ready to go. I need 12 plates to line one of these bays up. I have to cut them, of course, to get them all to fit, but we can do that. And the Slave 1 from the anniversary sets, which is, I think, is the only set I've built of those anniversary sets, and I do have the poly bag here to add to these old vintage figures. And then if we swing to this side now, I've got a lot of stuff piled up here on the city table, so I've just got that covered for now. Got a little bit of train track in there just to space things out how I'm going to work it, but this will all be the city, and more of that will be revealed in the coming months. Underneath we have a lot of sets here. It's a little bit dark under there, so I've got the residential area, some of the smaller sets, all the trains are under there, stuff in boxes, train track down here, so lots there. Eventually, once I get that all cleared out, I can actually display some sets under here, so may put all the Winter Village sets, I'm thinking, under here, because the wife's got all those sets. She doesn't have anywhere to put them, so I think we'll put those all underneath the city. Storage, trying to get more storage set up, but at the moment I just keep filling the extra storage I get with parts to sort, which is a pain in the butt. So yeah, all parts to sort, all behind there, just tubs of parts to sort. So yeah, got to get the finger pull out there, get that happening. These are a lot of the other Hoth sets I've just chucked up on here just to get them out of the way until I get that little scene done. Now, that's from the old city, and just having a look again at those ships, and then going up. We're starting to get to the last of it now. Holy dooly, what a tour. I don't know how long this has gone for. Feels like ages. So we have all these buildable figures up here, which are really cool. Let me just adjust the light a little bit there. There we go. Now, I think I've got them all bar the latest Darth Vader, which was a lot bigger, a bit out of scale. I've got the first one. I'm happy with that. I don't think adding a bigger Darth Vader with all these really would have suited. I'm not sure why they did that, but the speeder bike there, love that one. That's very cool. So not many people were a fan of these, but I liked them. I thought they were pretty cool, something a little bit different, and just really fitted in. Some I really love, some aren't great, but you know. But what I do love about it is how I've got this spot on this shelf for them, and I think it just really looks good along this shelf. And then my boy cleaned up his room and he said, Dad, you know what, these should go in the Lego room. So he donated them to the Lego room. So these are the old superhero buildable figures. So now that whole shelf is full. So it took a number of years, but yeah, it's finally full. And there is the Lego room. So let's just take a little zoom around from the Star Wars action figures to the Star Wars wall to the city to come parts. This is basically all my work area, all in the center here, and then I can just sit here and just be immersed in Lego. How cool is that? This is truly a dream come true for me. I absolutely love it. So what do you guys think? Now you've had a full tour. It is filling up, isn't it? From when I started, everyone was saying, that's going to take you years to fill. Well, I guess it has been years, but it is filling up. And I've even started to think about things where I have to cut back so I can just continue to have space. Eventually, I'll probably put on top of this table, I want to put a timber top. I do like having that open. This is all just parts that I've got to sort, but I like having it open. I can pull the drawers out, the trays out of drawers, chuck them on top, but eventually I dare say I'll put another display on there. This stuff is just Bricklink orders. I've shot a video on all those parts that came in, so that will, you've probably already seen that. You'll be seeing this after I show that, so you've seen that. I've still got to check them off, sort them out, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, holy dooly. So I don't know how many hours you guys get a week to spend on your hobby. I wish I had more because I don't get a whole lot. And then of course doing videos. So several of my spare hours a week are spent filming and editing a video each week. So even though it's only one video, it still takes several hours for me to do. So yeah, it's something a lot of people would rather me be, would like me to be building more and showing more, but I just don't have the time, I'm afraid to say. Like, if I stopped doing YouTube, I'd have more time, but then you guys wouldn't get to see it and I wouldn't get to share it, and we don't want that, do we? So any comments you got about the Lego room, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Let's have a bit of a chat. I'll chime in too and try and respond to as many comments as I can. But yeah, I think I said at the start of the video, but if you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe. If you've been wowed by this, share it around, show some friends. That would be fantastic. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. But a big thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.